You got the stuff? Right, that's one less loose end.
The more microtransactions change, the more they stay the same. Skins, DLC, and big shit in your face gets replaced by pre-orders, loot boxes, and pay to win. Big publishers whipping developers to bone and customers always getting anally probed. Welcome to modern gaming.
And that's how memorable Modern Warfare was. Nearly every line of dialogue that was worth remembering, or hell, the bombastic events, were baked into my brain. Nah, I still remember it. Coincidentally. Who am I?
Now, we didn't know this at the time, but Modern Warfare 1 in 2007 started a trend of military shooter dominance in gaming. Yet, what truly solidified it and became god-tier meme-level material was its sequel. It was so impactful and iconic, and I mean actually iconic, not Ubisoft iconic. You could take literally any action and make it more epic or amazing thanks to the music alone.
Well, looks like I'm gonna improvise.
Still, a lot of time has passed. There was not a lot of games to compare with this back in the day. So now, in retrospect, was Modern Warfare 2 actually that good?
Yes!
See, even in this retrospective, I simply cannot find a way to keep up the drama. Everyone knows these things. Fresh bread is tasty, masturbating is good for you, Latvia is the best country in the world, and Modern Warfare 2 is a great game. These are just objective truths. Just like everyone knows that cocaine is great. But still, since Activision is digging up the corpse of Infinity Ward and resurrecting even the server hamsters like it's going out of style, it would only be fair for me to pre-beat this dead horse and see how badly they will tarnish the name that was originally Modern Warfare 2.
Now, what most of our people tend to remember about Modern Warfare 2 was the multiplayer, and rightfully so, because that was the thing that made the Call of Duty and the military spunk baby pew pew games as the de facto selling commodity for the next 5 years back then. But it wasn't the only outstanding thing about Modern Warfare 2. The budget of the game was about $50 million, which for 2009 sure was still impressive, but what was even more outstanding was the marketing budget. It was 4 times that, $200 million, and you could feel it everywhere.
You see, I live in Latvia. For our American friends, that's here on Earth, specifically in this place called Europe. And, well, even in our tiny corner of the world, we've heard of Modern Warfare 2's marketing because of how big it was. After literally getting nuked in-game, prompting one of the most epic moments in gaming in the first Modern Warfare, Activision and Infinity Ward smelled blood in the water. Shock sells.
Yeah, it's a surprise. I wonder why no one has done it before.
But for the sequel, after literally nuking the player, where could you go? Well...
Remember.
No pre-order. Yep, let's turn to slaughtering civilians where player can participate. Holy fuck, was that an effective marketing tactic? And yes, it was pretty much marketing for shock value. Sure, in Division's end there's a great twist and story implication, which is why it still stands the test of time. In fact, Modern Warfare 2019 soft-reboot tried the shock value tactics as well, but they were more morally justified and simply lacked the punch that the old Call of Duty had. Nevertheless, they still generate news headlines and outrage from easily swayed individuals for free PR.
Oh, well, look at that. TheYamiks being low-key patronizing.
However, one thing stuck out to me as I replayed the old MV2. I think I read somewhere that developers tried to make the whole Russian invasion of US feel as plausible as possible.
Why not? Of course it's why not. Wait, what were we talking about?
But if we take a critical baseball bat and examine this dead horse's story, it's a typical military shooter. That's like saying it's as basic and bland as a pavement slab. Every military shooter's the same. You're a dude bro who shoots progressively larger and more deadly visual effects at the screen until you come so hard that the ending credits appear.
Seriously, all of these military squirt shooters have paper-thin stories. They're as forgettable as your last bowel movement after Taco Bell. Yes, it might be flaming hot coming out the next day, and that pain might be something memorable, but realistically speaking, you will be struggling to recall what kind of processed meat-like substance did you even order in the first place. And similarly, with these military shooters, what you will remember are the big, bombastic events and action scenes. So here, I can prove it.
Well, let's take my favorite mission, the snow stealth one. Do you remember what the mission was about or why were you there? No? Well, okay, let's take the Modern Warfare 1 then, the Chernobyl stealth mission. Why were you there?
The word stealth doesn't mean anything to you, does it? Move up.
And that's Call of Duty, as well as all the other modern military Vangfest. What makes them memorable are the big explosions and how fun it was to take part in them. Is that a good thing? No, but it's neither a bad one either. See, Modern Warfare 2 celebrates the pure shamelessness of the overbloat. Much like action movies of 80s with Arnold and Stallone, they were just unashamedly stupid, but great popcorn fodder. That is, until they went too far.
Oh, and this.
But as a game, well, it mostly looks rather average. I took up my Steam Deck and booted it up in the most potato settings and surprise, surprise.
Well, this looks like shit.
As for the best graphics, well, even for the time, very average. But that's a good thing. Means that there's a greater variety of machines that the game would work on. And boy, was it! Because multiplayer was king! Despite Modern Warfare 2 employing the god-awful peer-to-peer multiplayer instead of dedicated servers that the previous game had, it still was an incredibly fun experience. The gunplay truly came to life with hit markers and wall penetration.
Though this came with a lot of wall hackers. Thanks.
The cool kill cams from its predecessor and great arsenal of cool, modern weapons, and even more so, their attachments. Then the sound that accompanied every weapon or action was probably even bigger impact on the fun factor for the game.
I cannot express how cool it was to see my favorite F2000 gun in the game with its signature but crap red dot sight, or my favorite Spaz 12 shotgun, man. It was amazing. And you can also say that arguably it was a great advertisement for any country's military service. Well, except for Russia.
This also was the very last moment of fresh gaming air where the word cosmetics still meant a cool little visual flair and not a soul and wallet killing parasite scheme to siphon even more money out of your gullible and naive life. You kill enough suckers with headshots and you get a cool skin that instantly can be recognized for the skill and time that you put in. You got an ACOG scope for a gun, well that means that you killed plenty of enemies in a certain way to unlock this attachment. You managed to kill 3 dudes in one sniper shot. You get a rare, cool call sign that you can equip on your name tag, and every time you kill someone, they will see that name tag and know how cool you are, or lucky perhaps. These achievements were made into in-game items, which gave them real weight.
You see, even my underage ass back then realized that Modern Warfare 2 proved that these call signs and tags, the useless crap for our profiles, could be a cool reward if it's rewarded for pure skill or interesting moment. Cosmetics in this game actually meant something cool because you earned them. However, today to get the same certain level of pride and accomplishment, all you got to do is this.
To me, Modern Warfare 2 is a painful reminder how amazing Activision and Infinity Ward used to be back when consumers didn't just grab and consume whatever daddy devil horn piece of shit Bobby put on the fucking plate.
This is what happens when you buy my lazy cosmetics. Now give me money!
But if we return to multiplayer a little, you can go right now on YouTube and dig up so many Machinima, GameSpot and other videos. Hell, even that show by Reckless Tortuga with their fantastic comedy show Online Gamer that encapsulated perfectly the time when Call of Duty was on the very top of AAA gaming. Modern Warfare 2 exploded due to massive money marketing train behind it. However, it stayed relevant thanks to the really polished and expanded gameplay from its predecessor. Maps were fun, guns were really fun, sound and music was great, gameplay was super easy to pick up, and the cherry on top, the kill streaks!
Enemy AC-1s on the above!
I still have PTSD from that thing. It was just that fun, if a bit annoying when cheaters joined. And speaking of multiplayer again, Spec Ops, yeah, that was a thing. While some missions were fun to play with a friend or alone, the emphasis was more on the co-op.
Well, for that we would need a connection. Fuck!
Unless you knew how to configure your router or even were allowed to do so, not even then there was a guarantee that networking bullshittery would work.
Fucking bullshit protocols and lack of singular standards! Fuck you!
In which case, the friend who joins or you will be enjoying the quality gameplay like this. Kmikaš, pat nevar fokusēties pilnīgi. Jā, paldies. However, today Modern Warfare, well, it can be still played online. No thanks to Infinity Ward, that's for sure, but rather pirates, hackers, and those who managed to cobble together the working dedicated server system. You see, I still remember when Modern Warfare 2 went offline officially. For a good few years on and off, Activision would hunt down these server coding fans and slap cease and desist letters on everything. So that was horrible! Thanks, Activision, you fucks! But inevitably we have to come to the stinker, the reboot. After Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty got progressively more stupider, starting with Advanced Warfare to Infinite Warfare to Bullshit Warfare. Oh, and then there was also this gem.
However, the reboot for Modern Warfare was fine. It was fine. Seriously, it was okay. It was more tactical, it was more dark, it was more gritty. But because of those things, it was more boring.
Basically, it was like seeing your favorite childhood friend grow up to be a militant vegan. Always so serious about all sorts of bullshit, but doing absolutely nothing about it. So now that the shockingly stupid fun is nowhere near, what is to become of the Modern Warfare 2? I mean, the new one.
Probably more loot boxes and microtransactions. And of course, Warzone number 2, because of course we needed more battle royales, right?
Now, putting the ticking garbage bomb aside, give original Modern Warfare 2 a go. Though the game shows its age more and more, it's shameless, stupid action fun that even can be enjoyed today. It's got none of the cynical gotcha scheme bullshit of modern AAA games. The gameplay is really fun, guns and sounds and mechanics are really cool and easy to pick up, and multiplayer is still active.
And that's Modern Warfare 2, a game that had a rather impactful impact, shall we say, on the gaming and indeed the whole internet, even if it was in the form of memes. And so as my final word, I got to say big thanks for watching, of course. And hey, I'll be doing a commentary track for behind the scenes stuff and a little commentary on just the general process of making this review overall. Little things here and there. So if you want to support, well, perhaps that is a good incentive for you to check out the Patreon link or YouTube members or hell, even Twitch, despite their crap system. However, we'll see how the reboot actually ends up doing. And of course, I'll be there to beat the dead horse, so come on by or stay tuned.